Okay. Welcome back. Me. Hi. How was your run? And how was the volume? You know, run, run. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so last time we made this page and this page. We got name going, serving size, servings, calories, carbs, protein, fat, sugar, fiber, sodium, cholesterol, and then the ability to search for any nutrients. I thought these were capitalized before. What happened? Um, let's find out. So, nutrition type, which would really be nutrient selection dialog. And whenever you're ready, VS Code. Okay, thank you. Sorry, knocked my mic. It was my wires. Okay. So we are converting them to lowercase and then never bringing them back. That's the problem. Then we'll grab the keys. Normalize choice map. Oh. Everything is just defined outside the project. I can't use my normal VS Code actions. That's always good. But that should do it. And it is yelling at me on another screen that that is not non-nullable. There we go. Now I think. There we go. Now everything is capitalized once again. And we lost our icons. I'm noticing. Let's restore those really quick. These are all lowercase now, but they should be capitalized. Okay, and there we go, we get our icons back. Okay, so I was thinking what we could start with today in terms of, after we just, fixed everything right now, is get some default units going on here for people. So, sugar or what? 10 bananas worth of sugar, as is everyone's favorite. The thing they yell at you in science classes or math class when you don't add your units. So let's go over there, which is stored in nutrition info, which we should really rename to nutrient info. And there we go. -5. Oh, my. Right. Let's even throw this in here. That way everything is in one place. Nutrient info, default nutrients. Okay, cool. And we'll now have to populate all of these with different serving sizes. Calories is the one we don't care about. I suppose we could do like it's kilocalories. I mean, calories are really kilocalories, so that's kind of confusing. Why don't we just ask ChatGPT to just complete this for us? Complete the serving size units map. I don't want to, like, guess, what unit vitamin K should be under. Milligrams? I guess I guessed anyway. Please complete the map. Whew. Tired. When am I not? And sorry I'm a little late today. I was busy cuddling with my cat. What's IU? Measurement of biological activity, not weight. Often used for vitamins. Okay. Sure. Oh, he was. Oh, he's a cute little boy. I kind of want micrograms to be first for no other reason than I just like what micrograms looks like. And I've never seen IU. Unless that is more common. Well, this one. And then, okay. Seems we'll also want to put milligrams. I don't think that was a complete list. Sorry. Give me a second to move my microphone. There we go. I kept bumping into it. It seems to be deciding that micrograms is just not a thing. Milligrams is just not a thing for stuff like this. Although it should be. Do we use grams of sugar in our... I don't even remember what nutrition labels look like anymore. Let's go back to our favorite Campbell's nutrition, tomato soup nutrition facts. Okay, so we use gram, milligrams. Does anything ever use like an ounce of sugar? Is that a thing ever defined? About for a cake. What's MCG? Microgram. Oh, okay. Is it because people don't recognize this? Do people think like nano or something sometimes? They apparently misread it as milligrams. I can kind of see that. Ounces are usually only for the serving size. You're probably right. Should I change it to MCG instead of the fancy Greek letter? You would recognize neither? You wouldn't see this as micro? Oh my god. Oh dear. She forgets that she was a computer scientist. Too small? Well, it's not like micrograms is never used in math. Math is the language of science. I'm sorry you had to go through this. Why isn't this auto selecting as milligrams? Um, am I stupid? Hello? Are you too small? Is that the problem? No, ounces fits here. It's the same number of characters. What the hell? You know what? Let's actually put calories as just cal, and then we'll make it so that if it's only one, it just isn't a selection. Um, Unit selector. Unit selector. Yep. There we go. And then if serving size units length equals 1, otherwise we do it this way. Um, Yeah, okay. So why can't I see it? What's going on here? I guess I didn't actually put it as anything. Okay. And our text align should be right, and the color should not be black. It should be text colored. Duh. Maybe we'll center it. Did it look better right aligned or center aligned? Show you both. Okay, this is center. This is right. The emulator is slightly off screen. Oh no. You're 100% right. Anyway, center right. Center. Oh, I'm messing with the wrong one. Right. Center. Right. It's just a little padding. Okay, okay. I definitely don't disagree, so why is it not actually doing that though? Well, I guess I can always just wrap it in padding here. Okay, there you have it. So what happens if I just add like a bunch of stuff? Well, that's a problem at least, so glad we caught that. And we're off the screen. Okay, so couple things. This should have been a set. And we need to make this scroll. Let's do that again. I see. This is in both places. Also, sugars is defined twice. It should just be sugar. This is also defined twice. Oh, I didn't mean to take it from there. Okay. All right. Okay, good. That's not what I selected. But it is what I got. Okay, everything is scrolling pretty good. I don't like that there's no elevation here when I scroll though. But first off, let's just fix that getting cut off. We'll make this bigger, and if it does get cut off, we'll say it's their fault, and they can long press on it to see the rest of the word. Fair enough. Okay. Now let's fix that elevation problem up top. It's because it is. At the end of the day, who really likes users? I'm just building this for me. Okay, and now we will bring that into here, turn this into an underscroll view, and then make that the header. I'm forgetting stuff. We'll want to space these around. Oh, space between was good. And add that back button. Let's make it bigger. It's too small. Should it be one of these tiny arrows or give it a full arrow? It's a weird amount of pixels to be over by. Can't you just like not care given that's the tiniest number ever in the world? I'm not even sure, like... I guess the fallback toolbar height needs to be bigger. Let's actually fix that up in Mothball itself. We'll make this 500. Didn't matter because I didn't pull it in. Maybe now. No. It's just that stupid. What's going on here? Oh, okay, well, just adding more padding for some reason worked, even though it should not have worked that way. But what are you gonna do? Let's go back to the meal history page and we'll change the app bar to be the same. And we'll need the back button. And we need the sizing back. And add a little bit of spacing. Whoa, that's way too big. What happened? Why is the fallback height not working anymore properly? Works okay here. Oh, this needs to be minimized. There we go. Yeah, now it works. Cool. We'll even add a tiny bit of spacing. Nice. And I was gonna let this, oh, excuse me, be a free text box where you could type in like 1 cup, but maybe we select the units again, give them options. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. I'm sorry, I can't stop yawning. I don't know why I'm always tired. And we'll want kind of, again, serving size units. And we won't have anything by default other than I don't know. I'm kind of okay with them. Yeah, we won't restrict it. Why don't we let them write whatever the hell they want, right? Maybe we'll also add a space for brand. And we'll make this not required. Yep, that gets cut off. Now it shouldn't. When we reload the page. Yeah, okay. I think that pretty much takes care of creating a food. Although now that I think about it, um, when we assign a food to a meal, do we want the food? Basically, what I'm looking at right here is the servings, right? So, in terms of recording your foods, um, you would probably want to duplicate the food and then change the servings. So, is that really. Should there be a new class that's like food instance that relates to food but actually stores how many servings you had? And that's all that food instance really does is how many servings you had at a given time? Because then technically, every time you change, if you don't do it that way, every time you change the serving count, that's a different food, like data wise. Yeah, meaning you think I should do it where it's food instance? I'm going to take that as a yes. um, okay. Then we'll do food instance. And my music disappeared. There we go. Um, okay, so then meals really have food instances. It's a little complicated. That's okay. Yeah, so now it's not actually foods, it's food instance IDs and food instances. Food instances. Food instances. Instances. And so food shouldn't be able to do nutrition total. Food instance should. Add food instance. Food instance. Oh my god, do we have to do the same thing for meals? Like I had like 1.5 servings of this meal. Like I cooked a whole chicken parm, but I only ate half of it. So therefore I would mark, you know, half a half. God damn. Okay. Yes, we do. Too tired for this shit. I don't even know what this generates anymore. Food.nutrition total. Food. 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 Okay. This is getting a little on the complicated side. So I guess this is still the same. Now this should still be food instances. Food instances. Food instance IDs. Food instances. Food instance. Food instance. Food instance. It's getting complicated. Food instance. Food instance. Now meal instance is really meal nutrition multiplied by the servings again. Okay. Okay. I think we're healing a little bit. Our home screen's all fucked up. Meal instance. I wish VS Code or Dart, whoever is responsible for this error that keeps coming up, I wish they would fix that, because it's really annoying. Food instance. Food instance. Food instance. Meal instance. Food instance. Meal instance. Meal instance. Meal instance. Food instance. Every time I rewrite something, I go a little bit crazier. Meal instance. Yes, I'd like to rename it to meal instance. No. Fuck. Did I just break that? No, okay, good. Whew. Whew. Then we'll actually want to rip out the meal. Then the meal name. This is still correct, I thought. Nutrition total, yeah. Food instances. What's going on here? It's entirely possible that someone would also want to not edit the whole thing, but just one part of it. Like, okay, I make a chicken parm. I eat one serving. But only the tomato sauce, I do half a serving. Do I account for this? Is that a whole new meal? Data-wise? I mean, kinda. But also no. I want to be as flexible as possible for people. So then a meal. Should a meal even then have food instances, or should a meal then should the meal instance take care of the food instances? Oh god, the meals shouldn't have food. They should just have meals, shouldn't they? Foods. Oh geez, we gotta roll it all back. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. And so now we need serving label again. And then meal instance has I've confused myself. Okay, meals have foods. That contains all of the base serving information of that meal and food. Then there's food instance and meal instance. Yeah, okay. So then a meal instance really needs a list of food instances? I'm thinking so. Um, and I guess then that really means it needs a list of food IDs. Okay. No. Food instance IDs. Alright. There we go. Is this better? Now that I thoroughly confused myself? Okay, I think at least, okay, the home screen is working again. Kind of. Okay, we're gonna have to strip out all this demo code because that's not gonna work anymore. We're gonna have to actually get a little bit more deliberate. Can't rely on that. I thought we had another. There it is. Okay. No more demo code. Why would we create non-nullable foods again? I don't think we would. Okay. Almost back. So this should be nutrition total, which we're getting correctly. Okay. Let's remove all these tabs so that we can go through this again. Okay, you have a meal slot. Okay, we have a scheduled meal slot, which has a meal slot, which has meal and food instances. Okay. Meal slot also has food instances, as well as a reference to the meal, which has foods. We'll only need to go looking for this when we're viewing it in the history page. Otherwise, we just use these. And then this has a relation to the food. Okay. I think that works now. Kind of. So really, in that case, this is just creating a food. We don't want servings. We should do that on a different screen, because this is just creating a food. Maybe you need to make a diagram? Yeah. I never make diagrams because I'm lazy and I change everything so often that it kind of sucks to go back and do that. But yeah. Probably should. So maybe maybe instead of being cool and having this little switcher from food to meal, maybe we'll just do like make food and then make meal. That way we can organize our routes a bit better. Excuse me for coughing into the microphone. Okay, so in this instance, we're only making the food now. We don't care about any of this. It was always going to be food creation. We don't need this at all, actually. We probably could have just kept this in the top widget, but it's fine. I guess we'll have to put widget in front of every single instance of food. So that sucks, but that's okay. Food. And it'll be that. Okay, so unfortunately we gotta get rid of this snazzy thing. Even though I liked it. Change this to pop. Don't need this. And we could initialize the food here. And apparently we're not using this at all. Okay, that's fine. Okay, going all the way back down here. Gotta go back and put widget in front of everything. Widget, widget, widget. But we can remove this row, so that's good. That cuts down our build method. And nutrition per serving. Okay. If I reload, all right, everything works, kind of. This is now off-centered. Well, all the way to the right really is what I meant. But we handled that pretty fine over here. So we could just bring that back in. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Is everyone following? Probably not, but that's okay. 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 Now we gotta go back and make our demo code work again. That way we could start seeing stuff on the home screen again. Okay, that was quite a rewrite. Not good. Okay, so we'll grab our demo. Where did I even configure that something is in demo mode? I don't remember. Moth debug controller. Okay. Oh, where'd I go? All right. So I suppose we can grab the default. And let's name this as today so it's obvious. Okay. And from that, we now have our scheduled meal slots. Now we'll loop through these. Grab our meal slot. And we'll start making our food instances. Okay. We could add nutrition preserving, even though, nope, that can't be const. There we go. Let's actually loop here. And Given that these are the same, we could do a fun thing here. Where we'll to double it. Yeah. And we should start from 1. Because or else we'll have 0, and that'll look stupid. Okay. So that looks like it's working to me. Yep, because we should get one version with 100, and then a second one that is doubled, getting 300. Perfect. Whew. Now we'll do the same for meal slots, meal instances. So meal slot, meal instances. With one meal instance. No, this needs to be updated. This no longer works because it may get overridden with the food instances. But I think that's okay. If meal.nutrition per serving. Okay, so let's... Yeah, we kind of have to rewrite this. And grab every food individually and then check it against whether or not there's a food instance for that food first. Which is weird. But we could do that. Food ID instance map. Okay. We might as well just declare that up top. Please stop suggesting things, Jesus Christ. Knock it off. Well, I guess I do want the first one. But that's it. All right. And then we check if there is a food instance. if food instance does not equal null, then we get nutrition total. Food nutrition. Otherwise, we get the food's nutrition per serving and assume that it's just, you know, one serving. And then from there, yeah, we can do this part, which is just actually adding the nutrients into the nutrition map. And if it's already in it, we just add the new value. Like literally add, not adding to the map. And then that code works. Hopefully. Whew. Okay, so we'll do a meal. And we'll call this meal uninstanced. And we'll do another one where we do have it instanced. And we're gonna be really careful with our IDs here, because or else we'll have problems. Well, let's actually only do one instance. Add it here. So we got to be careful with our IDs because we're doing this based off of ID. Okay, and then this is actually 2. So in this is actually instance. So in this one, we can expect 400 calories, and in this one we can expect 300. Almost, but not actually. Oh no, we wouldn't even expect that. Whoops. We need to start ripping out foods. Food 1, and then we'll just make a food 2. Call it meal food 1, I'm sorry, meal food 2, and then meal food 1. And then these are just food. And then this is the uninitialized one, so these will just have some foods. I'm sorry, uninstance one, and then this is the instance one. This will just have the same thing, but with the exception of this over here, and we still need to provide the IDs. Okay, I don't think that'll actually fix our issue, but it may help us debug better. Or it did. It did fix our issue. Okay. Now all of this is adding up correctly. Yeah, okay. Except that it isn't. Because the non-instanced foods aren't showing up. But that's easy, I think. We go to the meal display. We get all of the food instances. We make a map in the same way we did before. Food ID instance map. We look through all of the food in our meal foods. And if food ID instance map contains key, then we don't do anything. But if it doesn't, then we gotta make a food instance out of the food, and we'll give it a serving size of 1 by default. And now they show up. Oh, can't add to an unmodifiable list. Why did, oh, my music is gone again. There we go. And we're also out of my playlist. Cool. One day it's gonna like play something awful and get me in trouble. Oh, this is a Wuthering Waves song. Been having fun with Zany lately. Or Zani. I call her Zany, but I think it's Zani. Anyway, why is this unmodifiable? Because it should be. Okay, got me there. Because it should be. I mean, not actually, but it should be. I should be making a different list. So I'm glad that it at least told me that. Okay. Now we can complicate it further by changing this to 2. So now we should see 600. No. Okay. Why? Also, this shouldn't necessarily be these shouldn't be const. That was the problem we were having earlier. So if food instances doesn't equal null, we will set this right here and move that in there. Let's just do that for funness sake. Okay, and so this needs to get then multiplied by our new servings value. So let's actually grab this. Value. That way it's only multiplied in one place. Did that work? Hey! Okay, so we got 600. Because it's 200, 100, and then... Oh... This should probably now display 400. Because... it's doubled. Okay. Fine. Fine. No need to panic. Meal instance. Go down here. We grab a meal instance. We go over here. We knock some heads around. Turn this into an entry. We to-mapped that shit. Not to-map, that would have worked with a list, but it should be map dot. It's either from or dot of. It says prefer using dot of in the documentation, so we use dot of, even though I don't really know why. But the documentation tells me. And we do meal instance times servings, and we only have to do this nonsense if meal instance doesn't equal null. Okay, now it's all adding up. Throughout that diatribe, we lost about 3 viewers. Oh, someone followed me. Is Dev. Oh, I missed it. That was 6 minutes ago. My bad. They're gone now, but that's nice. Thanks for joining, even though you're gone. But okay. So, maybe you'll return some other day. So we have our... Everything is actually now working. Cool. Where are we getting G from? G. Okay. So the real thing here is the nutrition per serving isn't accurate yet until we account for all of these, where we sort of unify them into a base unit. So like they can pick ounces, but all of our calculations will want it to be in grams, but if they input it as ounces, then it's all messed up. And I am half debating leaving that for another day because that's gonna suck. Well, alright. Maybe it doesn't have to suck. I'm being told that I need to stop. Very soon, at least. Well, look, really quick, I just want to see if we can get some other icons. Let's just do that as a quick, what do you call it? Cool down. Just quick cool down. See if they have any. Oh, nope. Nope. Fiber? Nope. No icons. Sodium? How about salt? No. Okay. No good icons. I'm hungry too. Sugar icon. What would a good sugar icon even look like? Sugar cubes. Okay. Not too different from salt. Salt is also a crystal, but I guess a salt shaker is pretty specific. And how about cholesterol? Oh. Looks very similar to fat, but the bubbliness, you know, kinda helps. Ugh. And then let's, oop, didn't mean to open the console. And let's do fiber. Okay, that's the grain symbol. Okay. Let's just see if there's like a bunch of nutrient icons that we could grab. Well, these are just general. How about salt? So trying to avoid the ones that look particularly phallic. This one matches the rest of the aesthetic the best, but it's a little, you know, this is probably the least offensive one to my eyes. Cube? What's cube? Did I miss it? Is that when I was looking at sugar or something? Oh, okay. Free for personal commercial use with attribution. How do I attribute to you? Well, I just do like from this guy in like the part of my app somewhere. Well, that sounds like a problem for another day. Um, because if I gotta make a whole credits page just to use this fucking thing, we're not doing that today. No way. So let's wrap up. Um, instances. Give me conniptions. And this, the main thing we did was edit search. So smirch. Kill the app. And I think that'll do it for today. We got 4 viewers here at the end. We're wrapping up, but maybe we could find someone to raid if anyone's online. Let's look at someone else doing software development. LLM plus TypeScript. Building an interpreter in Zig. That could be cool. So you have okay audio. He's got to speak first. I can't hear him. But we'll rate him anyway. He's building a cool thing. Okay. Have fun. Enjoy this guy. Hopefully his content's cool. Bye-bye.